hardest things to be in the world every day is Black. One of the hardest things to be in the world every day is a woman. So when you intersect those two things, you could easily identify differently if you wanted to, for protect, whatever, right? I'm not judging anybody, but I know who I see every time I look at.
What is going on, guys? Hey, I want to come back to you, and I want to talk to you for a minute about Target and where they are finding themselves at now as far as $10 billion of lost value in the past 10 days. Again, $10 billion in 10 days of lost value. And man, we are finding ourselves in a place of woke hell. Again, I'm gonna put up what the diversity officer at Target had to say to white women. But anyways, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks. Real quick, I'm gonna read to you just from a second of this from the Daily Mail, talking about this. It says Target's diversity chief says that white women should take action against systemic racism and call out transgressions in the post-George Floyd world as retail giant tanks $12.5 billion in value amid botched Pride merchandise. Yeah. Kiera Fernandez, Target's chief diversity officer, made the comment earlier this year in the context of Target's changing demographic shifts. Fernandez, who has worked at the retail giant for 22 years, said one of the hardest things in the world to be is Black. You know what, Miss Fernandez, man, I don't think anyone believes it anymore. Not even the people claiming to believe that. They don't. Again, a lot of Black people do just fine. And again, it's not just one or two, it's a lot. Target's chief diversity and inclusion officer has suggested that white women should help tackle systemic racism in the workplace by using their voice more. And Ms. Fernandez made the comment earlier this year, encouraging white women to speak up against transgressions, so the women of color in the room don't always have to. She then spoke to a white person on the panel and made the claim that in certain spaces, their voice would be heard differently than hers. And I'm going to stick up in a couple of minutes of that panel discussion so you guys can hear what this woman had to say.
I think the number one thing that I would encourage white women to do is take the learnings that you've invested to better understand and use your voice. Use your voice so the woman of color in the room doesn't always have to be the woman that calls out the transgression. Use your voice so the woman of color in the meeting doesn't have to call out the transgression. Use your voice so the woman of color in the interview recap doesn't have to ask what their peer meant when they said X. Use your voice. Because whether it's right or not, Allison, there are places that you and I will go where your voice will be heard differently than mine. Important for us to also acknowledge that not everyone is going to believe or be bought into our strategies and our priorities on this topic. They just aren't. And so when we talk about leader accountability and the importance of representation and these strategies and these goals being integrated into someone's responsibility, like just to be really pragmatic and practical, then it becomes, okay, you don't we may not be able to change your mind shift on appreciating why this is important, but you do understand that as a part of your job responsibilities, you will lead inclusively, you will have representation on your team, you will be responsible for these behaviors, values, and expectations. And it also, quite frankly, puts a light on the folks that don't believe in this, but emphasizes that you still have to do it to do this job, to be a part of this company. And eventually, you'll see a change in their mindset, or they may leave. And, that's a part of this process too. This isn't for everyone. But what has to be for everyone is accountability, and accountability comes with transparency. It's really important.
You know what, guys, man, we got to be honest about what is happening here. These white women are being told, basically, you have to stand up. You have to say something. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't, but that is on you because you have power. Because you're white. Because you're a white woman, you have power. So again, you need to stand up against white supremacy. But the thing is, man, there are a lot of black people that say things racist towards whites. And not only right now is that seen as acceptable, but that's almost popular to say things derogatory against white folks. But again, they're not going to have any panel of black people telling black people to use your black voice against black supremacy. Because again, right now, it is seen as popular to say things against white folks. Again, to use derogatory terms, to call them names, to say they're racist, to say they're this, that. Again, it is seen as popular to say stuff against white folks. So we have to be honest, man. Are they going to have a panel? Are they going to have a panel of people, of black folks, telling them that they have to, call down the racist black folks, man, to call racism, to say, don't do that, don't say that against white folks? No, they're not. I guarantee they're not. And the reason why is because DEI goes in one direction, and one direction only.
In days, the reason backlash over its pride-themed clothing line for children. Let's get details tonight from correspondent Nate Foy in New York.
Retail giant Target lost $10 billion of market value in 10 days as customers push back on the company's pride line.
I feel that they're getting too extreme with this whole woke agenda, and they should need to ease off because you're going to lose a lot of customers.
Viral social media posts show pride products geared towards children, while Target insists its controversial tuck-friendly bathing suit for transgender women is only for adults. The company responded to the backlash, writing in part, quote, "Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior." Target CEO Brian Cornell defended the decision, citing employee safety concerns. Authorities are investigating multiple bomb threats at Target stores related to the controversy. The Human Rights Campaign demands Target restock its pride shelves, writing in part, quote, "When values of diversity, equity, and inclusion are tested, business must defend them unequivocally."
I may not personally buy them or purchase them, but they should be available for those that, might want to.
The company's stock value is down as it takes criticism from both sides of the political spectrum. California Governor Gavin Newsom accuses the company of selling out by removing pride items, while Texas Senator Ted Cruz predicts a Target boycott will not be as effective as the recent Bud Light boycott, saying Target is more unique and not as replaceable. In a statement, Target says it's offered pride products for more than a decade, but the response this year has been different. The company reiterates its support for the pride community, even as it downsizes the pride displays in its stores. Mike?
Man, guys, I don't know, but I think Target is going to go in the direction of Bud Light. I do. I truly believe they are on the chopping block. Because again, it's not about people hating trans people or hating gay people. Not at all. But I think people, they've had it up to here when it comes to this woke ideology, this Again, this gay stuff, this trans stuff being pushed. And again, it's not about hating gay people or hating trans people, but it's about disliking the ideology that goes along with it. Again, people don't want to normalize what is not normal. Again, they don't want to normalize getting body parts chopped off, hormone blockers, tugging your penis in between your legs or whatever. They don't want to normalize that. And again, I would think that companies like Target would begin to understand that. And then, of course, you have Gavin Newsom in California, getting upset because Target is caving to some of this. It's like, well, yeah, they've lost $10 billion of market value in 10 days. What do you think they're going to do? And again, man, people, it's not hate. It's not hate. Again, people are sick and tired of this. They are sick and tired of this agenda being forced down our throats. I definitely am one.
You son of a